Right now, we're covering breaking news of a major break in an armed robbery case. What we know about the suspect in custody.
We want them to show up and listen to us.
Plus, begging for the help of city leaders. Parents at a troubled East Side apartment complex say they feel like they're on their own. We'll look at solutions in a special report.
And we've got some rain spreading across southwestern Wisconsin. Even some rumbles of thunder to our west. We'll see how much rain we can expect coming up.
Good Monday morning, folks. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first horn forecast. That looks like a lot of rain on the way, Kelly.
It looks like a washout, right?
It does. It does look like a washout.
I don't think it will be. I think it's going to be mainly hitting us this morning, and a lot of this will be out of here this afternoon. So this is what we're going to deal with this morning. Most of this is falling to the west of Madison, and as Chris mentioned, it looks like a lot of rain headed our way. But a lot of this has been weakening. This has been a cluster of storms rolling out of Iowa. Some of these thunderstorms are continuing in northeast Iowa, but as they are running into a more stable air mass that we have here in place, a lot of this is going to fizzle, but we can expect some wet weather, and it's knocking on our doorstep. It's really moving along at a very good clip here. Already passing through Lone Rock, getting close to the Dells, trying to get into eastern parts of Iowa County, and then I think we'll see this shower activity this morning. A light, maybe occasionally some moderate rain for the morning hours for the morning commute. 44 in Madison, 46 in Wanakee, Sun Prairie at 43, and we've got 43 in Deerfield, 45 currently in Middleton. So we are looking at quite a few clouds and some scattered showers mainly this morning, and then we're going to be really warming up with a southerly wind. Hitting the mid 70s tomorrow, still in the 70s on Wednesday. On and off rain chances, and all this warm weather will come to an end by the upcoming weekend. So we'll track this for you. Most of this rain's lined up right along the Wisconsin River Valley. Occasionally some moderate rains passing through this morning into the noon hour. But as we get in the early afternoon hours, a lot of that moves on out. We'll get into some clearing and temperatures getting close to 60 later today. So we just have to deal with some of the rain showers this morning. Otherwise, a partly cloudy sky this afternoon with temperatures near 60. More rain where this is coming from, and also some very warm temperatures. We'll have it all for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, really active weather pattern ahead. Kelly, we'll check in with you in a bit. We start with a live look at the White House this morning, where we're following breaking news overnight. President Biden and the Prime Minister of Israel agreeing to allow the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. The Biden administration and other U.S. allies are praising the move in statements this morning, even the Pope weighing in with a phone call to the White House. Dozens of trucks are now carrying food, water, medicine into the region, though the United Nations warns that assistance does not include desperately needed fuel to keep hospital lights on. More than 1,400 people died in Israel on those original attacks October 7th. Over 4,600 have died in Gaza over the last 2 weeks.
In 3-4 days, we will have no fuel anymore in Gaza. And what does it mean? No fuel, no water, no bakery, no running a hospital.
Also new overnight, Israeli Defense Forces say they launched strikes on more than 320 targets in the Gaza Strip. They're also exchanging fire with Hezbollah fighters near the northern border with Lebanon. It's fanning fears that conflict could expand across the region. And we're following some more breaking news this morning. Police say they have an underage kid under arrest in an armed robbery case in Poynette. This happened at the Mobil gas station along Highway 51 last night just before 8 o'clock. Authorities say the suspect had a gun and demanded store merchandise. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office and the State Patrol ended up helping Poynette police out, arresting the kid. Police say that there are no other suspects and there is no threat to the public. Meanwhile, Fitchburg police have an arrest in a dangerous driving situation. A teenager going double the speed limit into oncoming traffic. Breaking new details on this case from over the weekend. Officers found the 18-year-old driver on a Beltline frontage road Saturday night. He was going 70 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, at one point crossing into oncoming traffic, almost hitting a car head-on. Police were able to get the driver to pull over on Todd Drive. Officers say he was impaired. He's now facing a number of charges. The former village president for McFarland is scheduled to be in court today. It's a child sexual assault case against him. Brad Zaboter faces a single count of first-degree child sex assault of a person under 13. Court records say the 5-year-old victim told her mom that Zaboter touched her inappropriately multiple times, telling her it was a magic trick. His initial appearance is scheduled for 8:30 this morning. It is 6:04 now. After 2 deadly shootings within months at the same apartment complex, residents are demanding change.
Our Braden Ross brings us the first half of a two-part special investigation where she spoke with the mother of one of those victims about what she says the complex needs from community leaders.
Garage is up. We shed it.
In the last 3 months, walkthroughs have become part of Alicia Grant's daily routine.
Yeah, just making sure the kids not in the hallways.
Usually, she doesn't find much out of place.
We just did a walkthrough. Didn't see nobody outside. Nobody.
But on Tuesday, October 10th,
when we went in and we heard the gunshots, I'm like, wow, where'd that come from?
That night, she watched 15-year-old Kaisha Miller die right in front of her.
This is where the car came in and chased, all the bullet holes. We tried our best to save that baby, but we couldn't.
For Alicia, that shooting scene was a stark reminder of why she started her walkthroughs in the first place.
It takes me back, and it takes me back to where I just visual my son laying on that floor with blood running up out his mouth, just like the baby.
In July 2023, Alicia witnessed her 20-year-old son, Devon, shot and killed outside her front door, steps from where Kaisha was gunned down.
He was turning 21 in a week.
After Devon's death, Alicia stepped up at a time she says her community leaders wouldn't.
We walked the complex since Devon's death, make sure the kids in the house. We figuring it out on our own how we make our community safe. We ban ring cameras.
But Alicia fears her efforts won't be enough to fix the core of the problem.
These kids need something to do here. It's nothing to do here for these kids, nothing. And if ain't nothing to do, they easy to get into trouble.
She says it's the lack of resources at the Harmony that leave the oldest kids turning to the streets.
That little playground is just for the little kids. What about these 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old teenagers? We got a TV right here. We can't even use this center. Where's the game? Get a game for these kids. Yeah, we know they love games.
And the computer lab at the complex,
it's locked, can't even get in.
The closest public library to the Harmony Apartments is 3 miles away. The closest community center even further. And getting there is only half the battle.
The black kids over here, the minority kids, don't feel welcomed at the programs that are already standing.
Clyde Mayberry isn't a resident of Harmony, but is close with many who are, including the family of Kaisha Miller.
The resources that our tax dollars are paying for, no one has access to them. No one knows where they are. Everyone is lost.
It's a problem Mayberry says should have been solved before it even became one.
Let's just say when we talk about affordable housing, those conversations happen before those complexes are even built. Those were the things that they should have been talking about before they even laid brick.
When the Harmony Apartments opened in 2019, the developer Royal Capital boasted that the new complex would offer services to residents like financial training and after-school tutoring. But Alicia says in the 6 months she's lived there, she's never seen that happen.
We have to start putting our money where our mouth is, and we have to start providing them what they need. Because if we don't, social media is going to raise them, and they're going to think it's appropriate that when you have a disagreement, that violence is the first answer.
After Devon's death, Madison police assigned one of their community officers to visit the complex once a week.
She's trying her best, too, to help us with whatever we need. But like I said, we can't do this by ourselves.
Alicia has tried on her own to give the kids in her community another option.
I brought a basketball rim. It was keeping the kids out of trouble.
But she says every time she tries, she gets shut down by building management.
We had to take the basketball rim down. And I told them, as soon as we take that basketball rim down, it's going to happen again. As soon as we took the basketball rim down, this 15-year-old baby lost her life.
Both Clyde and Alicia agree the solution has to come from the top. That's building management, city leadership, police.
This is the second death. Shouldn't y'all be out here asking us what we need?
We want them to show up and listen to us.
But until they step up, Alicia says her daily walkthroughs and her fight for peace will remain a part of her daily routine.
I will not stop working with this community. I am not giving up on these babies. I don't need another parent to lose a child.
Braden Ross reporting there. So after residents told us that they felt that they've been failed by their community leaders, News 3 Now's Catherine Merck took those concerns straight to city officials to find out how they plan to deal with this pattern of violence. You can watch that story tonight at 6. here on News 3.
Some strong reporting by our entire newsroom this morning. 6:09 now. Coming up, the Packers' struggles continue. Hear from QB1 on another disappointing finish on the road.
And we're helping you get inspired for Halloween this morning live from Goodwill with some last-minute costume ideas for you next, live in the 608. Stick around.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on a new 2024 Ford Edge. Pick up 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 FlexBuy cash and 1,000 low APR cash.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
Now you can get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. US Cellular, built for us.
I just love dancing, so I was always willing to dance through the pain. Since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports and being pain-free now, my mood and my energy has drastically improved. Once that energy gets into you, double spins.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Halloween's just over a week away, so it is crunch time to get those costumes all sorted out.
Josh Breiter has had the best ideas all morning long. He's not failing us this half hour. You're live in Verona. Josh, what do you got for us now?
Well, as Bob Ross once said, we don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents here, guys.
That's
nice. And we're doing all of that here live at Goodwill in Verona, helping you get inspired for Halloween. Crazy to think we're already a week away, and there are so many ideas, and you can make it super personal, you can make it fun, however you want to do it. And Ricky Rodriguez is helping us make that happen this morning. Ricky, good morning to you, or should I say pickleball star, Ricky Rodriguez.
You know it.
Are you ready? Are you all warmed up?
You know what? I had to do some stretches because I'm old, but yeah, I'm ready.
You know, this is what's so fun about this is like you can really get creative when it comes to picking out your Halloween costume.
Yes, and it's always best to start with what you have. Like, let's say if you just have a black dress, it's so versatile. Let's say you have a wig, black dress, minimal amount of jewelry, you can be Wednesday Addams. Same black dress, white gloves, breakfast at Tiffany's.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I love that, and that's what's so great about Goodwill is, you know, you have things at home, you can come here, you can finish that DIY costume, and it's not going to break the bank, right?
Oh, it is definitely not. I think what I'm wearing right now comes up to about maybe $20 bucks, if that.
I love that. And what's all great about your mission here at Goodwill is that this all goes back to the community, right? This is 100% local, and you're a nonprofit.
Exactly. It goes 100% back to the community. It helps fund our mission programs, which helps a lot with people with cognitive issues, development issues. It's really very much a helpful program that allows us to help the community based on their needs.
Yeah, Goodwill's a big place right now, especially when it comes down to Halloween. You know, what are some of the things people are looking for right here this year?
Well, like we mentioned earlier, it's definitely going to be Ken and Barbie, Bob Ross, huge iconic characters, but I know a lot of times we don't have the budget for us to go over to those big brand stores to spend a lot of money, so we should go into Goodwill and spend that $20 on the best type of costumes like you're rocking right now with Bob Ross.
And this cost me about $18 to be able to throw this together, so not bad at all. And when you go, you know, you can get creative too. Like earlier I was the tacky tourist. You can piece a lot of things together, which make it really super easy, but also super cheap too.
Exactly, and we'd love to help out with the community like that, so that way they can still have fun, have amazing memories, share it with the community, but then give back to that community, so that way next season, next year, someone can grab the same costume and have the same amount of fun.
I love it. Well, Ricky, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to your pickleball play-in here on a Monday morning, get all warmed up here. Guys, we're super excited here, having a lot of fun at Goodwill in Verona, and crazy to think, I cannot believe it, 8 days away. We have 8 days until Halloween, so plenty of time to make that costume happen, guys.
Last minute, we're in it. This is it. Like, don't wait any longer to get those costumes. Got to do it now.
8 days is pretty good for me, honestly. If I start today, I'm ahead.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, get started. You want to feel better about it. You don't want to throw some slop together, you know, on the 30th. All
right, Bob Ross, we appreciate your time.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. 6:15. Kelly, it looked like you had some pretty cold weather looking ahead to Halloween, didn't you?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty chilly. I see Josh painting that tree. We got a pretty little tree for you this morning, though. The fall colors, we're getting toward that peak, and I think over the next couple of days is going to be your best opportunity for viewing them because we've got a lot of rain and a lot of wind. This was Melissa sent this in from Argyle. Some of our maple trees obviously getting at that peak. So you can submit your photos, try to get in now before all these leaves are blowing off the trees. Just go to First Warn at WISC-TV.com and download our First Warn weather app. You can easily submit that. We'd love to show that to our viewers on the air. All right, as mentioned, we do have some rain in our forecast. We had a couple of light showers move through Madison, but the broader area of rain is off to the west. See some moderate rains there in Richland Center. And that's headed throughout parts of Sauk County toward Wisconsin Dells. Lone Rock seeing a moderate shower. Muscadet is seeing a moderate shower. Some of this headed toward Prairie du Sac and also Mazamaney. Lighter showers toward Dodgeville, headed toward Mount Horeb and Black Earth this morning. And that's what we're watching right now. So Dane County, Madison area, we have a clean slate. We don't have any rain out here for now, but that will likely be changing over the next couple of hours. We'll plan that out for you as you watch our Doppler track going into the morning hours. Most of the rain, the more widespread rain, is going to be the northwest of Madison, lined up along the Wisconsin River Valley from the Dells down toward Lone Rock, Boscobel, maybe Mineral Point. But you do notice we get clipped by some of these showers later this morning toward the noon hour. But I think as we get toward 1 o'clock, it should be generally dry most of the afternoon. I wouldn't even doubt if we don't see some sun. It's going to be breezy today and this evening. If you have any plans, it should be generally dry as well. So the better chances of rain are going to be this morning into the early afternoon before starting to taper off as we get into the evening hours. So looking fairly mild, but we do have showers this morning. Temperatures only in the 40s this morning, but it will be getting much milder tomorrow morning at this time. 70s expected tomorrow on Wednesday, and we have more rain chances after that. There will be plenty of dry periods, but we do have more rain chances after that. 45 right now in Janesville, 39 in Waunakee, 41 in Oregon, Stoughton currently at 39. So this is starting out tomorrow morning. May see some showers, but I think we'll get a break for most of the afternoon. You see that band of rain up to the north. We're going to be on the warm side of this front, so it's going to be really unseasonably warm tomorrow and also going into Wednesday. And it looks like most of Wednesday will be dry. Just can't rule out a spotty shower here and there. Thursday looks to be one of the wetter days of the upcoming week. Thursday into Friday as we start to see that cold front approach us, and that'll bring us some much colder weather for the weekend. Right now, Saturday, I know Ohio State's in town for the football game. It's going to be chilly, but mainly dry weather. It's an evening game. We can't rule out a few showers rolling in later in the evening, but I think the broader area of rain will hold off until Sunday. All right, we got it all for you. The first warm forecast is going to feel like spring tomorrow and also Wednesday before some of that rainy, cooler weather settles in toward the end of the week. That high of 64 Friday, likely early in the day. Temperatures tumble, and a cool weekend. Looking at maybe a shower Saturday. Better chances on Sunday.
After playing just one game in 23 days, the Packers visited the 1-5 Denver Broncos yesterday. A perfect rebound opportunity to get back to 500. But the Pack trailed 9-0 heading into half, meaning they hadn't scored a first-half touchdown since week 2. Trailing 16-3 with 1:54 left in the third. Things not looking good, but here we go. Jordan Love finds Romeo Doubs for the 16-yard touchdown reception, and we've got a game on our hands. And then less than 9 minutes left in the game. Packers trailing 16-10. 4th and 2. Love on a play action. The ball tips off Romeo Doubs' mitts and is caught by Jaden Reed for the touchdown. And the Packers take the lead, but the Broncos would quickly respond with a field goal. Love threw an interception after that would secure Green Bay's fate. The Broncos win it 19-17 despite Green Bay's comeback efforts, giving the Pack their 3rd straight loss. Love completed 9 passes, to 9 different receivers, but the offense just could not find a rhythm until late in the game. Love was understandably disappointed, but here are his thoughts on how they were able to finally get that offense clicking.
You know, your back's against the wall, you're down 9-0, you haven't really done anything offensively, haven't put any points up, and you know, you should kind of get in that mode where it's like we got to go out there and make, like, we have no other choice. We haven't done anything. Everyone's kind of frustrated, but you know, I think getting in the second half, I think me and Matt talked about it, that we just got to, you know, take some more shots in the second half, push the ball downfield, and I think that's what we did.
That's your morning sports fix. Have a marvelous Monday.
I'll try, Andrew. Thanks. Still ahead, look at a game-changing piece of technology on its 23rd birthday.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices this morning here in Dane County and across the state. We'll be right back.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Introducing Hy-Vee Perks prices. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, H Perks price, only $1.99. Sugar, H Perks price, $2.88. And Charmin 12 Mega Rolls, H Perks price, $13.97. Make the switch or sign up today. It's free and easy.
Save on your next painting project with 11% off everything at Menards. Freshen up your home with Dutch Boy Forever interior paint. It features Arm & Hammer odor eliminating technology. A gallon starts at $29.98 after rebate. Platinum Plus is an ultra premium interior paint and primer in one that offers a scrubbable finish that covers in one coat in over 800 colors. Pick up a gallon today starting at $36.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it. It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special.
Order Color's Ultimate Beauty Package today and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Honeycrisp apples, $1.68 a pound. Tombstone, Jack Smacks, or Rising Crust, or DiGiorno pizza, $2.98. And 6-pack Pepsi products, $3.25 each when you buy 4. Only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at your morning. Gwen with a stunner here. Some sunshine sneaking through the clouds.
That's a gorgeous shot. A lot of green in that photo. It must have been a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
boy, the colors are just...
Yeah, I think we'll be peaking this week. So not only just because of the time of the year, but also because we're going to get a lot of wind and rain this week. Yeah. And it's going to blow a lot of those leaves off the trees.
I tell you what, my wife and I took a bike ride to Paola yesterday.
Ooh, nice day for it.
It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, beautiful day yesterday.
Oh, it was lovely. Thanks for sharing that photo with us, Gwen. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media so we can find it. All right, it is the iPod's birthday today. 22 years ago, the first generation iPod came out. Changed the way a lot of us listen to music. Did you guys have an early version of the iPod?
I had the iPod Touch. Thought I was pretty cool at the time.
I never had an iPod. I think I always bought one of those cheap imitation brands.
Sure, yeah.
One of my favorite things about the old iPod was there was this game on it where it would play you one of your songs and you had to guess which song it was. So you it was like a name that tune, but like on an iPod. It was,
cool.
Like I could do that forever.
Very cool.
Do they even make them anymore? They don't. Do
no,
they discontinued. Yeah, about a year ago. So I mean, everything's on the phone now. Like the traditional iTunes is no longer. Now it's just whatever Apple Music is.
Yeah, and I broke my phone, so I wish I had one.
I know you could use one today. Hey, what's the weather look like today?
Yeah, we do have some rain moving in. Some scattered showers expected this morning. Most of this morning, but should be dissipating this afternoon.
All right, we'll keep track of it right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles, like high-tech SUVs, our most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Or get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models when you purchase.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
The one sale you can't miss, Madison Lighting's fall sale. Save on every light fixture and fan, every brand, indoors and out, plus all home decor. Pre-shop this sale now and save. Madison Lighting, Watts Road, Madison.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, Middle East war protesters rally across Wisconsin cities. We'll show you what the demonstrations looked like in Madison.
Plus, the Packers leave the Mile High City on a low, where the team fell short and where Coach LaFleur says they have to improve.
And here's your first look outside this morning. Kelly is keeping an eye on some storms moving into the state.
Yeah, we do have some rain, even a couple of thunderstorms mainly off to the west. Most of this is in Iowa, but you can see a broad area of rain headed through southern Wisconsin. We'll track it for you coming up.
Well, good Monday morning, everybody. It's Monday, right? Yes, it's Monday.
It is Monday.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Leah Lynch. We hope you had a good weekend. You're starting off with a potentially rainy Monday morning. Looks like, Kelly, we're seeing a couple of flashes of lightning.
Yeah, most of that, though, is in Iowa, and that's kind of a weakening complex of storms. We're just kind of getting the remnants of it, so I wouldn't expect anything to be too major, but don't be surprised, especially areas to the west, if you don't hear a rumble of thunder. That's some warmer air that's trying to surge into southern Wisconsin, and it's really going to be warming up for this time of October over the next couple of days. Right now, we do have some of these showers spreading just about into the Dane County line here, moving into Madison. But you notice how we're missing out on most of it. You saw that broad area of rain off to west. That's going to likely line up from the Wisconsin River Valley areas to the north. We'll still see some of those showers move into Madison, but not like what they're expecting. More solid area of rain up to the north and west. 45 in Wanakee right now, Madison at 44, Sun Prairie 43, Mount Horeb currently at 43 as well. So mild this week. In fact, tomorrow I think will be the warmest day with some sun. I think we'll be in the mid 70s. It's going to be breezy, and we are looking at temperatures near 70 on Wednesday as well. But we do have these on and off rain chances throughout the week going into the upcoming weekend. By no means is it going to rain the entire period, but just about every day we do have that chance of seeing some rain. We'll be turning much colder after this stint of some milder weather going into the weekend. So look at these showers. You can see as we track these through, a lot of this fizzles as it gets toward Madison, but just some kind of nuisance showers for us throughout the morning hours. But as we get toward noon, 1 o'clock, a lot of that starts to lift toward north. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm popping up this afternoon. Temperatures near 60 with that southerly wind at 10 to 20. No problems this evening. So that breezy condition out of the south. But all in all, it should be a mild day with temperatures near 60 with the rain showers mainly this morning. Lesser chances this afternoon. More rain in our forecast for the next 10 days. We'll time it out for you coming up.
Kelly, thank you very much. This morning, police in Detroit are working with the FBI to investigate the murder of the president of a local synagogue. So far, police say they have no evidence that Samantha Wool's killing was motivated by anti-Semitism, but police also haven't made any arrests. Her death follows the murder of a 6-year-old Palestinian boy in Illinois. Prosecutors in that case say the suspect killed the boy because he was Muslim. Yesterday, family and friends of Wool gathered for her funeral.
Samantha Wool may have been the nicest person that I have ever met or will ever meet in my lifetime, and her killer will not rob us of the memory of her joy and warmth and kindness that she leaves behind.
The federal government is warning law enforcement agencies across the country that lone offenders inspired by or reacting to the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, they pose the most likely threat right now to Americans.
Now to protests in Milwaukee. Hundreds taking to the streets Sunday at a rally for an end to the bloodshed in Gaza and calling on the U.S. to end its support for Israel. The Wisconsin Coalition for Justice in Palestine is asking for an immediate ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
People have been very frustrated by what they're seeing. They believe they're seeing a genocide unfold in 2023, read live on Instagram.
Israel does have a right to defend itself. It's all about proportion. And I think the response that Israel is giving in this situation is totally out of proportion.
As for the aid the U.S. helped secure for Palestinian civilians, protesters say it's not nearly enough for the more than 2 million people living in the Gaza Strip.
Here in Madison, students at the University of Wisconsin also making their voices heard. Some rallying for Palestinian voices, others for Israel, but all with the common goal of eventual peace. Students and family, with family and friends, rather, in both Israel and Palestine, shared stories of how they're affected by the violence overseas.
I got a WhatsApp message from my cousin telling me that my uncle, sister-in-law, her husband, and her 6-month-old granddaughter had all been killed in the bombing of the Greek Orthodox Church in Gaza.
I have dozens of friends, some of them my best friends. In the Army, we finally have the ability to speak out and to defend ourselves.
So far, more than 1,400 people in Israel have been killed, mostly civilians, in the October 7th Hamas attacks. The health ministry in Gaza says more than 4,300 Palestinians have been killed.
Meanwhile, on the ground in Gaza, residents are waking up after what they say has been the hardest night in Khan Yunis. That area is in southern Gaza, where the IDF had previously told civilians in northern Gaza to seek shelter. This, as new information has come in, that doctors in Gaza are being forced now to operate on patients without morphine and painkillers.
We will continue to bring you updates from the war in Israel and how it's impacting people here in Wisconsin. You can follow along over on channel3000.com as well as our News 3 Now mobile app.
In state news this morning, Wisconsin Elections Commission Administrator Megan Wolf is commenting on the attempts by Republicans to oust her from her role. For months, Wolf's position as leader of the nonpartisan election administration has been uncertain. Last month, the state Senate voted along party lines to end her tenure. But court documents we saw last week show Republicans admitting they know that vote was purely symbolic, meant to display continued disapproval of Wolf's performance.
Certainly glad to hear that legislative leadership agrees that I'm lawfully in my position, but it's unfortunate that it took the Department of Justice having to sue in order for us to get these public admissions of what we all clearly knew all along, which is that I am continuing to be lawfully in my position.
Wolf has been the target of conspiracy theories and threats from skeptics who falsely claim that she was part of a plan to rig the 2020 election in favor of Joe Biden. You can hear our full interview with Wolf at channel3000.com.
Happening today at the U.S. Capitol, 9 Republicans will make the case for themselves to be the next House Speaker. This comes after Ohio Representative Jim Jordan's bid for Speaker came to an end on Friday. GOP members of the House voted to drop him as designee after his 3rd failed attempt to win a floor vote. Until the House elects a Speaker, no policy legislation can pass. That includes bills to fund the government or allocate aid to the Middle East or Ukraine. House Republicans are criticizing members of their own party now for the chaos.
Congress is like high school, but even more so. So hopefully we'll get past this.
I have to say, and it's my 10th term in Congress. Yeah. This is probably one of the most embarrassing things I've seen, because if we don't have a Speaker of the House, we can't govern.
Here's a look at the 9 candidates we'll hear from today. 7 of them voted to decertify the 2020 election results on the day of the January 6th insurrection. All of this comes as the Senate prepares to pass legislation giving more money to Ukraine and Israel. That puts more pressure on the House to act.
This is not a moment in time to play around with learning on the job. We need someone who understands how to do this job.
Republican representatives will vote by secret ballot tomorrow on a Speaker nominee.
Well, Packers fans are rather disappointed this morning after a tough loss for the team yesterday in Denver. Green Bay down 2 points with under 2 minutes left. The offense was really struggling all game. Jordan Love drops back. He's going to heave it downfield, only to get picked off. Good read from the safety there. Underthrown ball, though, from Love. Yeah, that pass was intended for Seymour Torre. That's how it would end. 19-17, the final. Here is head coach Matt LaFleur on the gut-wrenching loss.
We got to do enough to win from an offensive standpoint, and we obviously aren't. It's just way too fragmented, just not consistent execution, and obviously got to do a better job myself of putting our guys in a better position, particularly in the first half.
Well, LaFleur seemed real frustrated on the sideline yesterday, for good reason. Well, the Packers now 2-4 on the season. They face the Minnesota Vikings next Sunday.
Tough to watch. All right, 6:38. Let's check in with Kelly.
We are tracking some rain that's been spreading across southwestern Wisconsin, even getting closer to Madison. We'll track out the timing of this rain coming up in the First Warn forecast.
And we're helping you get ready for Halloween this morning live from Verona. Coming up live in the 608, we're going to talk about this year's trends and how you can be ready for the big day. That's next.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
We're doing everything we can to reduce our carbon footprint.
We are 100% employee-owned. We are Barnes.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Okay, too soon, but it is time to get prepared for the holidays. Barnes can take the stress out of setting up your holiday lights so you can enjoy the season. Welcome to Barnesville. From planting to tree and shrub pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Discover the Barnes difference. Get started at barnesinc.net.
Lots of insurance companies make promises about how much you can save if you switch over to them. Well, here's our promise. With the West Bend policy, you can save everything, every memory, every detail, everything you've worked so hard for. Once it comes time to actually make a claim, a cheap insurance policy can really cost you. Why not protect everything that matters with a policy from West Bend? Because the worst brings out our best.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Tonight at 6, after 2 fatal shootings at the same apartment complex, I'm taking the residents' concerns straight to Madison city officials. Find out how they plan to combat this pattern of violence.
News 3 Now investigates tonight at 6.
Everything costs more, and families are struggling. UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help to provide 4,000 families with Thanksgiving meals.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good Monday morning. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the back patio here on the southwest side of Madison. We did have a few showers pass through overnight, so things might be a little bit damp this morning. We are looking at more rain, but right now our sky cam not showing any kind of rain here locally. It's still dark. Of course, the sun's not coming up until 7:20 this morning. Expecting that high of 60 today. I know it's a little cool this morning, but we got a southerly wind that'll be picking up, and that should boost our temperature above average for this time of the year. We do have that one shower that's headed toward Madison right now. It's a very light shower. It's been dissipating as it's moving on. The broader area of rain is up in Sauk County, up toward the Wisconsin Dells, Prairie du Chien, over toward Lone Rock, moving away from Richland Center. But as mentioned, we do have the shower that's moved through Mount Horeb, headed toward Verona, likely to be hitting Fitchburg and eventually Madison. But you can see how narrow this band of rain is as we look at our high-resolution radar. It's fairly light, but we are expecting some wet weather. Now, the best chances of this rain is going to be this morning. I think as we get into the afternoon hours, the chances diminish quite a bit. And I wouldn't even doubt if we don't see some sun. So that should boost our temperatures up close to 60 today. Overnight tonight, the chances of rain are pretty slim as well. So we got a storm system off to our south, and this is going to be the ongoing situation. These storm systems are going to come in from the southwest, move to the northeast, bring up all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and clashing with some cooler air that's up to our north. We got the warm air headed towards southern Wisconsin, and it's going to be quite mild the next couple of days. In fact, I think after our shower chances this morning, we'll be up close to 60 today and mid-70s tomorrow, still hanging on to 70 on Wednesday. And we do have more on and off shower chances, lots of dry periods, but we're going to have to dodge rain just about at any time this week. The showers that come through today should be fairly minor, looking at maybe a 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. But as we go throughout the week, we're going to continue to add up some totals, especially later in the week. That's where we could be adding up totals of 2-3 inches of rain for some, especially from Madison areas to the north. Maybe a little bit lighter amounts as you get toward the Illinois border. 44 right now in Madison. The Dells at 46 with the rain. Janesville at 45. 45 right now in Monroe as well. Across Dane County, we're down to 39 in Cottage Grove. So chilly. Sun Prairie 39, Stoughton as well. Oregon's 41, Verona right now with that rain shower just off to the west. Headed through this morning. Temperatures near 60 with some of the sun. It's going to be breezy today after the morning showers. 76 tomorrow. And I think most of the daylight hours tomorrow are going to be fairly dry. It won't be till later in the afternoon, getting toward the evening. A good shot for some rain. But if we get that sun, it should be up to 76, 70 on Wednesday, and then more widespread rain expected Thursday and Friday, and then that cold front arrives, drops their temperature from 64 in the morning to falling temperatures Friday afternoon. And a chilly weekend, mainly dry Saturday. I think the worst day, if you will come in on Sunday. It looks like kind of a washout with temperatures only in the mid-40s.
Ooh, what a wild ride, Kelly.
Yeah, it's that roller coaster ride as we're closing out the days of October. Halloween next Tuesday. It looks pretty chilly.
Okay. Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. 6:45, Halloween just over a week away in the 608, so it's crunch time for us trying to find those last-minute costumes.
Josh is here to help us out this morning. He's at the Goodwill in Verona. Here he comes. What do you got for us, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think I am here, guys?
He's Barbie, right? This is Barbie.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. We're live in Verona this morning at Goodwill. And we are having a lot of fun here, just a week away from Halloween, helping you get inspirited. See what I did there? Inspirited, my last name here, as we're getting ready for the big Halloween extravaganza. This morning, Kirsten Jekyll is up early with us this morning. You're looking good, too, here, Barbie.
Oh, Barbie, it's so great to see you. Thanks for coming to visit us. And there's so many ways to style Barbie this season. So you and I are rollerblade Barbie right now, but there are many other ways to do Barbie. We could do cowgirl with this beautiful shirt that we just pulled off the rack and a little bandana. You could do a classic pink beautiful dress, or you could do the original Barbie with the black and white stripes. So many ways to do it. Plenty of options still left here at Goodwill for your Halloween shopping. But Barbie, I went out on a date last night and he never called me back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so what do you think happened?
Ghosted. That's kind of one of the things that's on trend this year.
Yeah, so wordplay, pun costumes, so many different ways to take that. You could get a green dress and be green with envy. You could go yellow and get some lemonades and say when life gives you lemons. Plenty of different ways to take the wordplay, and again, you know, what's that, $5, if that, for a costume?
And that's super easy, too.
Really easy. And if you are kind of low on creativity or just looking for some fun ideas, we have a Halloween lookbook online. So if you go to our website, goodwillscwi.org, there's a Halloween lookbook with tons of costume ideas for DIY inspiration. Lots of different ways you can still have fun and be creative and have a really unique, one-of-a-kind costume. And the best thing, again, when you shop and donate here, it supports our community programs. So we really appreciate everyone's generosity, of our donors, and of the folks that come and shop here, too.
I love that. And
so,
of course,
Barbie, yeah, what do you say? Where should we go next?
I don't know.
Down to the pier?
The options are endless with the blades on.
That's true.
Kirsten, thank you so much helping us make it easy this morning.
Yeah,
we appreciate
it was wonderful to have you. We appreciate it, too. All right, Barbie, let's go.
Let's go, guys. We're just going to wheel around here for a little while and hopefully not knock anything over on a Monday morning. It is early here, but I am digging the blades.
I don't know what I love more, the blades, the wig, that's a good wig, or the sunglasses inside just begging for an accident here.
I'm feeling very inspirited.
I know, he loved that.
Very inspirited.
He loved that, Josh.
I'm telling you what, though, if you're looking for efficiency when you're out trick-or-treating, the rollerblades are the way to go.
I think you're asking for a crash.
Last time I went trick-or-treating, I went on rollerblades. Best friend and I, we dressed in all black, and we went as shadows with our rollerblades on, and we made a killing at a huge haul. Huge haul.
Okay, Zeke is not wearing rollerblades anytime soon. We're staying safe. Josh Breiter, thank you for the great ideas. We appreciate it.
Don't forget, let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
Chris Stanford on rollerblades.
graceful.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
6:49 coming up in the morning sprint. The reason a major airline had to cancel dozens of flights.
We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
DePaco Credit Union works to ensure members are well on their way to living a life worth loving. We're committed to enhancing well-being and strengthening the cooperative through programs like Thank Yous. This year, DePaco members share more than $3.3 million in thank yous by saving, borrowing, and planning for the future. When we consistently work together to boost financial well-being, we power the credit union, creating brighter community for all. Not a member? Join the movement where member ownership pays. Visit a DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
Complete your fall cleanup with help from Menards. Works Outdoor Power Tools have everything you need to maintain your yard. Pick up the 20-volt cordless string trimmer, edger, and leaf blower combo kit for just $109.99 after rebate. Keep your family safe during power outages with Generac standby generators. Its advanced technology automatically starts within seconds of sensing power loss. Save more than $675 on this standby generator after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles, like high-tech SUVs, our most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Or get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models when you purchase.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
The Madison Club. Elegance reimagined. Excellence redefined. Amazing cuisine. Iconic spaces. Join the Madison Club. Featuring premier event venues, stunning lake views, with golf and travel club privileges worldwide. New member specials available.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Clean your cars, clothes, and canines at the Magic Wash.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
President Biden and other leaders are praising the movement of humanitarian aid into Gaza this morning. It's a new agreement overnight between the U.S. and Israel. Still, dozens of trucks moving into the region aren't stocked with badly needed fuel. The UN says it's a matter of days before the strip runs out of fuel completely.
In Madison, students at the University of Wisconsin are making their voices heard over the war. Over the weekend, students gathered for a Free Palestine rally and for a pro-Israel event, Shabbat in Strength. Both groups shared stories of how the war is affecting them, and all called for peace.
And in Milwaukee, more protests on Sunday. The Wisconsin Coalition for Justice in Palestine calling for an immediate ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. They're also asking the U.S. to end its support for Israel.
Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the murder of a Detroit synagogue president. Samantha Wall was found dead outside her home Saturday. Officers say so far they don't have any evidence of anti-Semitism or the Israel-Hamas war motivated the killer. Police have yet to make an arrest.
At the U.S. Capitol today, 9 House Republicans will make their case for the role of House Speaker. 7 of those 9 voted to decertify the 2020 presidential election. A forum is scheduled for today. Republicans will vote by secret ballot to select a nominee tomorrow.
A former Village of McFarland president will be in court today. 74-year-old Bradley Zaboter is accused of sexually assaulting a 5-year-old girl. Zaboter served as Village of McFarland president from 2012 to 2021 before deciding not to run again. Current leadership in McFarland says the charges don't have anything to do with Svoboda's role in government.
Residents at the Harmony apartment complex say the city of Madison and apartment management are failing them. This 2 weeks after someone shot and killed 15-year-old Kaisha Miller outside the building. Residents say the community lacks resources for older kids, resulting in them turning to the streets.
An 18-year-old from Sun Prairie is facing charges this morning, accused of drunk driving and speeding. Barneveld police say that they arrested a teenager for going over 120 miles an hour on Saturday night. This happened in the township of Brigham. 3 other passengers in the car are also facing underage drinking tickets.
Police say they have an underage kid under arrest in an armed robbery case in Poynette. It happened at the mobile gas station in town last night, just before 8. Officers say the juvenile suspect went into the gas station masked, demanding store merchandise. Officers were able to arrest the kid. They say there is no threat to the public. Fitchburg police say another 18-year-old is facing charges for drunk driving. Officers say they saw a car traveling at 70 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone Saturday night. At one point, the driver crossed into oncoming traffic and nearly hit another car head-on. A sergeant tried to pull the driver over, who tried to get away. Police were able to arrest him. He's in the Dane County Jail this morning.
Spirit Airlines is having some of its airplanes inspected, canceling about 100 flights to do so. The Federal Aviation Administration says the inspections have to do with brackets on the airplane's airframes. The FAA says the inspections are required to look for signs of cracking that threatens the rapid decompression of airplanes.
Good morning, meteorologist Kelly Slifka. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. We do have some rain moving through the Madison area. A brief shower moving through Madison. Broader area of rain up there to the north in Sauk County, up toward the Dells and off toward Viroqua this morning. And that's where the more steady rains are expected to fall from Prairie du Sac down through Lone Rock and Boscobel. Have this lone shower moving through Madison right now, down through Fitchburg and headed to the east right along Highway 14. All right, well, as we plan your morning, look at the scattered showers primarily this morning, becoming less numerous as we get toward the noon hour. And actually, I think this afternoon we'll get into some sunshine. Can't rule out an isolated storm popping up, but mainly dry for the afternoon as temperatures climb to the 50s. We are looking at some clouds out there right now with scattered showers throughout the afternoon. Better chance again tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday.
Have a great Monday, folks.